Yes, welcome back, students. And we are now at the end of the first unit in our communication engineering subject, modulation. And so far, we have completed amplitude modulation and the types of amplitude modulation, how to get an amplitude modulated signal, and how to demodulate it. Of course, another modulation, that is angle modulation. There we saw what is phase modulation and what is frequency modulation, and how to generate a phase and frequency modulated signal, and of course how to generate the original information signal, that is the demodulators of your FM and PM. And the last topic to be discussed in this unit is the super heterodyne receiver. Now we'll see what is super heterodyne receiver. So this super heterodyne receiver is capable of receiving AM signals, and it is going to be in short called as super het, and it is a type of radio receiver that uses frequency mixing to convert a received signal to a fixed intermediate frequency, so which can be more conveniently processed than the original carrier frequency. So what we are going to do in super heterodyne receiver is, we are going to have your radio frequency carrier signal. We are not going to process the signal directly. So what we are going to do is, we are going to convert the received signal to an intermediate frequency signal with the help of a local oscillator. So what we are going to do is, we are going to mix that received frequency with a locally generated frequency signal, so that it results in an intermediate frequency, so that it can be easy to process that signal. So mainly this type of super heterodyne receivers are used in modern radio receiver systems. So this is the principle behind the radio receivers. What we have to do is, the received frequency is not directly processed. Instead, we are going to convert that into an intermediate frequency. Now we'll see the block diagram of the super heterodyne receiver. So this is your receiver part. So this receiver, the first part is going to be the receiving antenna, followed by an RF stage. This is a radio frequency stage. So here we are going to have some amplifier part of it, and followed by a mixer. So mixer is the part where you are going to down convert the signal. So here the received frequency signal is mixed along with the local oscillator frequency signal, so that the output of the mixer is going to be your resultant intermediate frequency, denoted as Fi or FIF. And this signal, once again, it has to be amplified, and you go for demodulation, and this demodulation system is going to feed back to the RF stage in order to have the automatic gain control. You have to control the gain of the received signal. So we make use of the feedback, and this is going to make use of an AM demodulator, followed by an audio stage. So it has an audio amplifier followed by a power amplifier. Here the power amplifier used in order to drive this load. Here this is going to be a loudspeaker. So it is a transducer which converts electrical energy into audio signal, or it is going to be converted to speech. And here this antenna is nothing but a metal. It is going to be a conductor. It also acts as a transducer which receives the radio frequency waves and convert that into electrical signal, that is AC signal. And so we'll see the working of each and every blocks in the next few slides. So these are the components of your RF receiver components, that is RF amplifier, local oscillator, mixer, IF amplifier, demodulator, audio detector, and audio amplifier. The first one is going to be the RF stage, the RF section. So what it comprises of is going to be a pre-selector and an amplifier stage. So what the pre-selector does is, it will select a particular frequency, and it is adjustable center frequency, and it is tuned to a desired carrier frequency. The other function of the RF section are detecting band limiting and amplifying the received RF signal. So this RF signal is going to be of very few microwatt that can't drive the upcoming stages. So in order to have sufficient signal strength, we have to amplify the received signal. So we go for RF amplifier. This is followed by a mixer. So mixer is nothing but a converter section here, because it is going to convert the received RF frequency into an intermediate frequency. So RF frequencies to intermediate frequency by mixing with the local oscillator. So the output of the mixer is going to be an intermediate frequency denoted as FIF. Now coming to the local oscillator. So here you are going to make use of an oscillating circuit which is capable of generating a frequency FLO, and it is set to the desired reception radio frequency FRF, and this FLO is going to mix with the FRF so that it generates an intermediate frequency FIF. So there are two choices for this local oscillator frequency, because the dominant mixture products are at either plus or minus the difference between the FRF value and the local oscillator value. So there are two possibilities, that is, if the incoming frequency is greater than or lesser than the value of the local oscillator, it is called as low side rejection or high side rejection. Suppose if the local oscillator frequency is less than the desired reception frequency, that is FLO is less than FRF, then it is called as low side injection. The intermediate frequency is FRF minus FLO. If the local oscillator frequency is higher than the desired reception frequency, then it is called as high side injection, and it is your resultant intermediate frequency will be equal to local oscillator frequency minus the received desired reception frequency. So this is how your mixer is going to produce the intermediate frequency, and this is how your local oscillator is going to work. The next stage is the IF amplifier stage. So this intermediate frequency which is coming out of the mixer has to be amplified, and it is tuned to a fixed frequency that does not change as the receiving frequency changes. So it is a fixed at the intermediate frequency. The fixed frequency simplifies optimization of the IF amplifier, and this is selective around its center frequency FIF. The fixed center frequency allows the stages of the IF amplifier to be carefully tuned for the best performance. This tuning is called as aligning the IF amplifier. If the center frequency changed with the receiving frequency, then the IF stages would have had to track their tuning. So for the tracking their tuning only, we are going to have the feedback path, so that you are going to have your automatic gain control to be done the feedback. And if the center frequency is chosen to be less than the desired frequency of FRF, it has some performance advantages, and it is easier and less expensive to get high selectivity at the lower frequency. And for the same bandwidth, a tuned circuit at a lower frequency needs a lower Q value. So these are the few advantages if you are going to have this IF to be chosen less when compared to the desired frequency FRF. The next stage of your IF amplifier is going to be the audio section, where the audio section has got two parts in it. Mainly it is going to have your demodulator followed by the audio amplifier and the power amplifier, of course. So first is going to be an AM detector or AM demodulator stage. So it demodulates the AM wave and it converts that to the original information signal. And this original information signal, of course, it is of not sufficient amplitude. So you are going to convert that into audio. You have to amplify it. So we pass it on through an audio amplifier, and this followed by the power amplifier, where this power amplifier is going to drive your loudspeaker. So even the signal which is coming out of the audio amplifier not sufficient enough to drive that load. Your load is going to be the loudspeaker. So we need a power amplifier in between. So you need sufficient amplification to be done and this signal is fed to the loudspeaker, where the loudspeaker is going to once again act as a transducer which converts your signal, electrical signal, that is going to be audio signal, converts to the audio or the speech over there. So this is how your super heterodyne receiver works in your almost audio receivers. Thank you.